Capital Mystery, Book 2, Kidnapped at the Capitol. Today I will read Chapter 3. Kidnapped. Chapter 3, Kidnapped. Instead of waiting for an elevator, Casey and Michelle ran down the fire stairs. Donald looked surprised to see them. Did your mom call? He asked hopefully. No, but the president did. Casey said, we're going to the White House. He said, my mom is all right. And he said, tell Donald not to say a word to anyone. Donald's face turned pink. The president knows my name? Casey nodded. He wanted me to tell you it's a top secret. Please let the president know that these lips are sealed. Donald closed an invisible zipper over his mouth. I think the car's here, Michelle said, pointing through the glass door. Oh my, Donald said. The car was long and black. A small American flag flew from the antenna. Casey and Michelle hurried to the car just as the driver stepped out. Wearing a suit and tie, he walked smartly around the car and opened the rear door. I'm here to take Casey and Michelle to the White House. Is that you? Casey looked at the man. He was tall and with very short hair. His eyes were hidden behind dark glasses. Casey suddenly felt worried. Is this guy really from the White House? She wondered. She wasn't sure she wanted to get into the car. Casey decided to test him. The president and I have a password, she said. So what's the password? The man hesitated, then shut the door. From a pocket inside his jacket, he pulled out a cell phone. He dialed a number and waited. Then he spoke. The young lady wants a password, sir, the man said. He handed the phone to Casey. It's the president, he told her. Casey put the phone to her ear. Hi, Casey, the president said. Your voice speaks courteous. I should have thought of that password idea myself. How can I assure you that I am the president? Casey felt a little foolish, but she asked anyway. What are you wearing when you came to my house in February? The president laughed. Good thinking, Casey. I was wearing my pajamas. Casey smiled. Thanks, sir. See you in a few minutes. She handed the cell phone to the driver. He was grinning. Satisfied? Yes, thank you. He opened the door again and Casey and Michelle stepped inside. The car zoomed down Constitution Avenue and turned through the White House gate. The driver made 2 more turns and stopped. The president's private entrance, he said. He came around and opened the door. Someone will come for you in a minute. The driver got back into the car and drove away. Michelle nudged Casey's arm. Look, he said. The Marine reached over to them. His uniform was crisply pressed in his black shoes sparkled. The president is waiting for you, he said. Will you follow me, please? He turned and marched away. Casey and Michelle hurried to keep up. They ran through a they ran through a door, down a hallway with a thick carpeting, and up an elevator. Finally, they came to the wide door. The Marine knocked twice with his white glove knuckles. Yes, the old boy said. The Marine opened the door and stepped out aside so Casey and Michelle could enter. The president was sitting in a chair. He was wearing a gray sweatshirt and bragging pants. A flushy orange cat sat in his lap. Thank you, Sergeant, the president said. He looked pale, and the rings of his eyes were red and puffy. The Marine saluted, stepped back, and closed the door. Hi, you two, the president said. His voice was hoarse. Come on in. Then he sneezed. A tall woman came into the room. Hello, I'm the Vice President Mary Nickland, she said. Won't you have a seat? Casey and Michelle shook her hand. Then sat on the sofa. President Thornton hasn't much of a voice right now, the vice president said. So I tell you what we know. At 10:42 this morning, the president's Secret Service man reported that someone had kidnapped President Thornton. Obviously, they were wrong, the president said. For security reasons, the Secret Service agent hadn't been told that I sent Casey Marshall to meet you. Unfortunately, they took Casey's mother along with Casey, Mary Nickland said. Casey swallowed a lump in her throat. Does anyone know where they are? Mary Nickland shook her head. No, but we received a random letter by fax. The message assured us that Casey and your mother are safe and well. The kidnapper promised to let them go as soon as the White House meets their demands. The room was silent except for cat purring. What do they want? Michelle asked. What they asked for, the president said, is an International Space Station. Chapter 4. The search begins. The vice president went on. They want to go aboard the space station, he stated. They want to take it over. But aren't there astronauts living on it now? Marshall asked. The president nodded. Yes, our as well as astronauts from other countries. So what happens to them if the kidnappers get on board? Casey asked. Everyone will have to leave, the vice president said. Apparently, the kidnappers want to be the only folks up there. What are they gonna do with the space station? Marshall asked. That is the question, isn't it? The president said. But more importantly, I want you to know, Casey, that we are doing everything we can to get your mother back. The FBI and others are searching this town, Mary Nickland informed the kids. Every street and has a roadblock. Every building is being searched. The bus and train station and airport are being checked. The SWAT helicopters are in the air now. We'll find your mother. Casey swallowed back her tears. Thank you, she said. Please be my guest in the White House while we wait this out. The president offered. You too, Marshall. Thank you, sir, Casey said. But is it okay if I go home and feed my cats? I'll take care. I have a car take you, Mary Lincoln said. She searched for the telephone. We'd rather walk. Casey said, it's not far. The president scooped the cat off his lap and stood up. Try not to worry, he said. We have hundreds of our best people looking for Casey and your mother. I know we'll get them back soon. He leaned over the desk and scribbled something on a small pad. Here's my private phone number, he said, handing the top sheet to Casey. Call if you need anything at all. The president sneezed again. He wiped his nose with a handkerchief. I am going back to bed. Mary, will you show Casey and Marshall the way out? Of course. Come on, kids. Mary escorted them to the hall. Then Sniggle signaled the man who was waiting. Please take Casey and Marshall to the secret exit, she said. Yes, Madam Vice President, he said. Casey and Marshall followed the Marine down the hall, into the elevator, and out the private exit. He gave them a vast salute as they headed toward Pennsylvania Avenue. As soon as the Marine was out of the sight, Marshall stopped Casey. Okay, you're up to something, Marshall said. What's this about feeding your cats? I saw you fill up their football an hour ago. I know, Casey said. We're not going home. We're not? Where are we going? To look for my mother. Casey started working again. Marshall hurried to keep up with her. But the president told us 100 guys are already looking, Marshall said. And the woman too, Marshall. And woman too, Marshall, Katie said. Not all FBI agents are men, you know. Okay, sue me, Marshall said. But how are we supposed to find your mom and Casey? They were approaching the Museum of National History across Madison Drive. They could see the flags flying over the Smithsonian Castle. By looking for clues, Casey said. How can two kids? Marshall stopped and gave Casey a long look. Casey didn't meet his eyes. Okay, he said. After a minute, we'll do whatever we want. Where should we start? They ended up on Constitution Avenue, near the Washington Monument. Let's start here, Casey said. Then we can walk toward the Capitol and check every building, inside and out. There are a lot of buildings, Marshall said. So we'll split up, Casey said. We'll meet in about half an hour in front of the Air and Space Museum. They decided that Marshall would take the buildings on the north side of the mall. Casey would check the south side. She started the Washington Monument. From there, she went to a couple of art museums. Then, the Smithsonian Castle. Casey worked her way along the mall, looking everywhere she could think of. She searched the sculpture garden and the carousel. She went in every museum. Luckily, they all had free admission. Casey was hot, tired, and sweaty when she finally met Michelle by the Air and Space Museum. "Any luck?" she asked. "No," he said, but in the Natural History Museum, I saw a trencher even bigger than Spike." Casey sat down on the step outside the Space Museum. "Do you want to do this one, or should I?" "Do you really think we'll find them?" Michelle commented. "I mean, we can't just go back to the White House and do nothing much." Casey said, "Someone took my mom, and I'm getting her back, even if I have to search every inch of Washington, D.C." Well, this is the end of today, so thank you for listening, and bye-bye.